Canadian Zangief back again, and this time I got an interesting little review. The people behind the GBA SP1 and the Revo 101K Plus reached out to me and let me know that they're releasing another little handheld, and they actually sent me a copy to review and everything, because I did some previous reviews for them before, and yeah, super awesome people. So what they've released now is called Bittboy, Bittboy FC Mini. This is it right here. Just a tiny little Game Boy, fits kind of in your pocket and everything. And we'll take a little in-depth looks. This thing's pretty cool. I've been taking it with me to work and I'm pretty happy so far. Okay, so the Bittboy comes in this little box here. It's pretty basic. Comes in 4 different colors. I got the sky blue. It's got specs here. 2.2 inch IPS screen. Let's see, 360 degree full viewing angle on display. Okay, I'm not sure what that really means, I guess, but it's a nice screen. Yeah, 300 Famicom games. I did notice that there is a couple of repeats, but not a lot. I think I noticed maybe like 3 or 4 or something. There is Pirates on here, and like the Chinese game mods, like Rescue Rangers 3 or something, which I think is like an Akari Warriors hack. And this connect with TV via AV out cable is not the greatest. Battery life is good for what it is. Yeah, let's take a look at it. So this is it here, the Bittboy FC Mini, shaped like the original Game Boy, same kind of everything, just much smaller. No cartridge port, of course. It's just for the 300 games. In the back here, this flips open like the original Game Boy port, and inside's the battery. Up top here, this is a little bit confusing. I thought this was going to be a micro SD port, but it's not. It's nothing. So don't stick a micro SD card in there, because it's going to fall right into the housing. It's going to be rattling around in there, and you're going to have to open it up to get it out with a screwdriver. So let's just turn it on here. It's really pretty good sound. Let's turn it down a bit. I believe that the soundtrack on there is like from Mighty Final Fight, but see, it's all in Japanese too, for they're all Famicom games, right? So there's like the River City Ransom series and everything. That's a hot series. So it's tough to play River City Ransom without knowing what the heck you're buying, because it's all in Japanese. But it's pretty good. You got the standards, Mario, Contra, all the different variations. Even though it says Contra 24-in-1, it's still just basic Contra. Let's just try it out here. The buttons feel pretty good too. The D-pad seems a little loose on the down pressing for mine, anyways, and sometimes it presses left when it should be just pressing down. Could just be my fat hands, but it looks much clearer than it actually looks on screen. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Let's see if we can get a look at it. The button response time is actually pretty good. On here you got the standard B and A. It's a really comfortable position opposed to the regular NES controller. The above just matches more the Super NES, and then the 2 unified buttons here are turbo. So helps with certain things. And then to go back to the menu, just press R here. You know, simple as can be. Unfortunately, you know, it's not a big deal. When you go back to the menu, I wish you would go back to where you left off, but it actually goes into like game 1 again. You know, it takes a while to get through 300 games, so, but it's no big deal. So I'll just go through all of them here quickly. Yeah, like Robocop 4 and Tiny Toons 3 and yeah, Caveman Ninja, 4 Adventure Islands, Turtles 1. Yeah, I played that one for a bit. It's pretty much the same, the Famicom version. Final Mission. This is Scat. You know, some of them like they had different names in Japan too, so you have to kind of identify it. Like, I don't know what the hell this is. Angry Birds 2. I don't know, it's like Street Fighter 5, but Kickmaster and Mighty Final Fight. And they all played like really well. I haven't really noticed too many problems with compatibility. Bone Jack. Yeah, like Pikachu. I don't even know what this is. It's probably a Tiny Toons ROM hack. Panic Restaurant's on here too. That's another really fun game. Monster in My Pocket. That's pretty good. Yeah, this is always like tons of these hot games. Like these are all repeats again from the first page. Not all of them, just those few hot games. Kung Fu. I know I saw another one of those. Not called Kung Fu though. It's called something else. I wish you could get into it and actually just remove some of the duplicates, but it's pretty much set with what it is. Maybe they'll do a revision in the future where actually we'll implement an SD card and you can load your own stuff on it. That'd be pretty sweet. And we're almost to the end here. That's weird. Some of these Famicom games are pretty obscure, and you know, I looked them up. They actually do exist, but they never saw a North American release. And we're almost done here. And that's it. And it just goes back to the start again. Let's check it out. Yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with this thing. You know, the buttons feel pretty good. You know, it's just ABS plastic and everything, but they're nice and responsive. They have a nice bit of spring to them. And you know, I'm surprised at how good the little the stereo is. Like, you could really crank up the sound. Like, that's pretty loud. It's louder than I would ever need it to be. You know, it makes me wonder if they had a headphone jack, how much it would actually crank through that. But yeah, it's a nice little system for sure. It's pretty small. To give you a ratio of just how big it is, do I have anything near me? Yeah, here's my iPhone, and here's the FC. You know, it's smaller than it. Yeah, pretty sweet. So, end thoughts on the Bittboy FC Mini. You know, I have to say I'm a little bit budget minded, so The price range is, you know, pretty good for me. $39.99 is pretty okay. You know, not a lot of investment. The screen looks really nice. You know, you can play it, you know, daylight, you know, on the bus or whatever, without too much concern. Battery life, you know, it's negligible, between 2 to 3 hours. I don't technically sit down and play it for a huge length of time, so it doesn't really bother me for the 2-3 hours. But you can always just take a little charge cord with you and swap it into your phone power block or whatever. One thing that was kind of disappointing to me was the AV out. It's they easily could have swapped that out for a phone jack, headphone jack. That would have gone a lot further with me than an AV out. Like I said, this isn't something to me that I would ever really want to plug it into a TV, because this is like the commuter, you know. That's pretty much how I've been dubbing it. It's the commuter. But you know, you get a pretty solid 300 games out of it. Some of the games are missing, you know, like Mega Man and Castlevania and stuff, I'm assuming, you know, because some licensing issues. Capcom wouldn't budge on some stuff, I guess. But there's quite a solid selection of titles here, you know, like I've played Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3 and Kickmaster, and you know, a lot of the other solid ones, Power Blade, you know, for quite a while on this thing, and it feels pretty comfortable. So, would I recommend buying the Bittboy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. You know, $40 is no real big investment. You know, it's a nice retro-looking Game Boy, you know, package. You know, it's nice and small. You know, take it on the go. Screen's really nice. You know, the price is really good, and it's a good selection of games. You know, so yeah, I'd say it has a deserving spot on my shelf. That's for sure. Fits a lot easier in you know, in my front pocket or back pocket or whatever, you know, on the way to work. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this little thing. So if you're interested in checking it out, check out the links below. You know, it's super great company to deal with, and they seem to have an onus on putting out the highest quality that they can for a lowest kind of price. Even when like the Revo came out, you know, they started out with like a very low, you know, introductory price kind of thing, just to get their name out there. And as I said on my previous, you know, review for the Revo, you know, that thing's a quality machine. You know, I still use that quite a bit, and this thing, yeah, it's going to be swapped into my regular, you know, routine, I suppose. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.